I have so many messages for y'all, because the devil is really trying to pull me down. Okay, so I have a lot of messages for you guys, but this message in particular is for unhappy relationships. I feel like I can give you guys a lot of information on it. I can give you guys a whole lot of information. So, well, first, let's talk about how unhealthy relationships and being unhappy in a relationship, how it even begins. So first, it is not being happy or in tune, you know, with self enough. Well, you can be happy with self, but ignorance is bliss. So you could be ignorant to a lot of tactics that different narcissists choose to use on you. You could be ignorant to a lot of different manipulation styles, right? But of course, they're discovered as you go through it and you understand and you wake up and stuff like that, right? So how they begin is more than likely when a person like chases you. Like I would say mine because I don't know how everybody's narcissistic or unhappy relationship was, but how mine began, the way that it begins is typically how it ends. I didn't know that my person was actually in a relationship and taking care of a girl and doing all of this and doing all this shit. I had no fucking idea until we were like in the midst of being in a relationship, And so then I was informed. So if they're telling you stuff late, I was young at the time. I was like, I wasn't even 21. I was 20. I believe I was 20 years old when I met my ex, you know. And so it was basically I didn't want to talk to this person. So if you don't really want to talk to somebody, don't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I fucked up at because I wasn't interested in this person. I don't care if you have sympathy or whatever the case may be, but I wasn't interested in this person like that. And they knew that. And I told this person like I'm not, you know, interested in like being in a relationship. We was just friends, and and that was because I wasn't gay, and I was letting her know like I'm not gay, like I've talked to a girl in the past, but I'm not gay, and so she made it her business to chase me for like 5 to 6 months, and how we ended up getting in bed. Like she wined and dined me for this 6 months, y'all. I'm talking about hard. I'm talking about like taking days off of work to spend time with me. What I mean? We were having fun, but I was young as well. You know what I'm saying? So of course, she's 5 years older than me. So of course, when you're that young and you're 20 years old versus somebody who's 25, this person has, have a little bit more experience on you in life as far as especially if they're narcissists and they just want their way and stuff like that, and they find a person who is just vulnerable to manipulation, you know, and I have to be honest with myself at that point because I was very naive. You know what I'm saying? So she wound and dined me for like 6 months before we ended up getting in bed. Now, this is another thing. How we ended up getting in bed was very immature, and we never actually discussed it. Okay, yes, we're in a relationship, or this is what it is. So that's another strike. If you guys have just ended up in a relationship and there was no words about this or that or whatever the case may be, 9 times out of 10 it's narcissistic. If this person is having to chase you, tough like that, that's basically them trying to win you over. But yeah, from time to time, I don't know why it's cutting out. I don't know if it's still recording or what, but it's saying reconnect, which is weird because I never had connection issues. So, that's the devil working. But as far as our relationship goes, the only time we ended up finally getting into bed was off of something that was a bet. So she was pretty much like, "Oh, I bet you I can do this better than you." And, woo, 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 woo. And me being my confident self, I'm like, "Tuh, yeah, right. Knowing I can do anything, you know what I'm saying?" I'm like, whatever it is, I got this. But At that point, I was like, let's go. So ever since we did that, and it was just oral, and that's pretty much what it was throughout most of the relationship. But I told her that I didn't do oral like that. We was together for like 10 years, so it's a little graphic. This conversation is, but we was together for like 10 years, and for the most